This is Virtuoso Lesson 72 with Bernard Kitchens, and it is March 16th, 2015. And we're going to begin in Book 4 of the Methodology, Lesson 8, and Rhythm Exercise 1, and starting on page 2. So, the new rhythmic concept in this lesson is the dotted eighth note. So the question is, based on what you've had before, how many sixteenths is a dotted eighth note?
3.
Absolutely. How many eighth notes is a dotted quarter note?
8 notes is dotted quarter. 3.
How many quarter notes are in a dotted half note?
Say it again.
How many quarter notes are in a dotted half note?
3.
Exactly. So that's the point, is that essentially, if you're looking at this from a fraction standpoint, anytime you have a dot, it always means some type of 3, the number 3 in the numerator, 3 over something. And so essentially when you see a dotted value, you're looking at it as sort of, if you wanted to refer to it as a naming function, like biologically, it's like the family of 3s, numerically, is what it is. So that's all there is to it. It's just getting used to it. And like anything else, if you look at measure 1, it's the dotted eighth is starting on the beat, the number 3. And you'll see that if it's starting on the beat, it's always paired with a single 16th note. And then if you look at measure 2, you'll see it again paired with a 16th note, but in this case, the 16th note is starting on the number, and then the dotted value finishes out the rest of that quarter note space, which is for a total of 4 16th notes. So you see that?
Yes.
And then you can get into it where it is placed in other locations where it creates further syncopation. But certainly the most common place to see it is either on a number or on an E, like to E, where a single 16th plus the dotted eighth combines to create the space of a quarter note. Okay? That's most common. So anyway, let's just start. You don't have to go too fast. It's just a matter of saying it, recognizing what's going on. This is also going to include the eighth note value on this page. So this is where you're going to get a lot more exposure to dealing with 16th note counting. Okay? Go for it.
1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and
Nice. Keep going.
Okay. 1 E. Wait a minute. So we're missing. They're not all dotted. Okay, that's all right. Got it. Okay.
Correct.
1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and. That was good. I'll try that one again. Let's go. 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and stop. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 4 E and jeez. Okay. 1 E and 2 oh, there's some tricking. 1 E and 2 E and 2 E.
Yeah.
1 E and 2 E and 3 E. One E and 2 E. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 1 E and just the equivalent of.
An eighth note's just 2/16.
So it's go 6. 1 E and 2 E and
Yep. Okay. Not bad. Keep going. Let's go to the next page.
and 2 E and 3 E.
Yep. How many sixteenths is a quarter note?
16th is a quarter note. It's 4.
Yeah.
1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and try that one.
Okay.
1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4.
Yeah. Keep going. I'm actually having some problems right now with my computer, so just you can keep going or starting at the top of the page. Something is kind of messed up at the moment with my computer.
1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4. 1 E, 2 E, 3 and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E, 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 2 E and 3 E and 4 1 E 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E 3 E and 4 E and 2 3 E and 4 E and 2 E and 3 E 4 E.
Yeah, I still can't even see you right now because my computer's all messed up. I'm not sure what's going on. It's just totally frozen up. No, it's not on your end. It's on mine. It's just not responding.
Yeah, my camera's showing.
Yeah, it's all on my end. Let me see here. My finale's just locked up, so I can't do anything right at the moment. Hang on a second. Maybe it just knocked it out. Okay, hang on. Go to page 4. And try that out. Go again. You're on line 3, right? Where are you at right now?
I'm on fourth line.
Okay.
First.
I'm just, when you repeat, I'm trying to see what you're saying.
Say that again.
Never mind.
Four. Okay, we're back.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, E, 4, E, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4.
Back to page 5. Good. Yeah, still there? I know. I don't know what's going on with it.
I'm on line 3.
Okay. All right, which line are you on right now?
I'm going to the last line.
Okay. Uh-huh. Nope. Good. Let's go to page 6. I don't know what's driving all the feedback. I'm gonna hit hang up on Skype for just a second and call you back, see if it'll knock out the feedback, because I don't know what the deal is. Hang on. You there?
Yep.
All right, better. So maybe we just had to clear it out. All right, page 6. Much better. Mm-hmm. It's okay. Nice. Page 7. I know it seems endless, but it's really good experience. Really important. Nope.
Try one. 1 2
Count a little louder.
1 2
It's a tough one.
2
Just do that one measure. Do that one measure right there.
1 2
So let's look at that last measure that you just did. You had 5 dotted eighth notes in a row and 1/16, right?
Yes.
So if you have that many dotted eighth notes in a row, it's almost like it becomes a 3-bass count because you're so syncopated, it's as if you lost all sense of the time you're trying to count to. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
I mean, look at where you're coming in. On the first one, you're coming in on a number. The next one, you're coming in on an The next one, an an. The next one, an e. So it's constantly shifting, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, think about it like this. If you had 4 quarter notes in a row, that would be, and a quarter note is 4/16 notes, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you had 4 quarter notes in a row, then it's really defining a beat based on quarter notes because it's the same length over and over again, right?
Yes.
Well, in this case, since you've got 5 dotted eighth notes, the very fact that you've got 5 of them in a row sort of has the effect of suggesting, at least temporarily, you're in a different time that's based on groups of 3. And in fact, that is true. So it really it starts to play around with your sense of what's actually going on. And that is something that is used to great advantage in songwriting to just manipulate the listener to take them to unexpected places. And anytime you do that, it creates interest. And interest is always a good thing in songs because it just, it keeps them moving forward. So what you're seeing here is there's, you can be syncopated, but if you're overly syncopated on the same value, it's as if you switch to a different type of count. Like, since it's a triplet bass count, you could almost argue that that's similar to what you just had in lesson 7 with the triplet groups of 3 in that 12/8 time, right? Like 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. What's the difference between that and this last measure? Nothing, really. It's a group of 3 is a group of 3 if it's repeated for a long period of time. Do you see my point?
Uh-huh.
So I'm just saying that you're getting to the point where it creates an illusion at some level. So from that point, let's now open rhythm exercise 2 in this lesson. I think is what we want. And if not, I have to go back. Actually, no, I don't want that one. Hang on just a second. Let me look and make sure what I'm looking for here. There was one other thing I wanted to show you. So we don't have to go through everything. I just wanted to get to one particular thing. So hang on. Oh, that's right, it is. Go back to rhythm exercise 1 and go to page 8. That's right. I forgot it was the last page of that. Rhythm exercise 1, page 8. Got it?
Yep.
All right, let's look at that top line. Now, that first note that you see is a 16th, correct?
Yes.
And then an 8th note, right?
Yes.
Then a dotted 8. And then a quarter. Right?
Yes.
So if you want to look at that from a numeric standpoint, that would be a 1/16th followed by a 2/16th followed by a 3/16th followed by a 4/16th. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So since the numerator is what is most telling about a length of a note anyway, you're essentially counting 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we look at it that from the normal count, which is measure 1, we'd be going, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E, which is fine. Definitely syncopated. But since you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, what's interesting is your brain kicks in a phenomenon that it realizes it's part of a number series. And your brain will have a conflicting pattern potentially where it might want to count it 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is what you see in the second measure of line 1. So we could actually switch our count to something completely different with the exact same notes. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. And if you look at the title of this page on the left hand, it's called series counting. Well, a series is essentially a number series, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And any time you encounter that, your brain begins to see things differently. Let's look at the last line on this page. And you haven't had these note values yet, but a double dotted quarter. I'm just going to go ahead and jump to what that means. The first dot is half of the note that it's attached to. So, a dotted quarter from a 16th note perspective, the dot would be 2/16 because the note itself is 4/16. Well, if the first dot is 2/16, then the second dot is half of the value of the first dot. So the second dot would be 1/16. So it's really 1/16 plus 2/16 plus 4/16. Okay? Following so far? So that double dotted quarter note is a 7/16 value. Then the next note is a dotted quarter note, which is a 6/16 value. The next note, which you haven't had yet, but we'll just say what it is a 16th tied to a quarter note, so that's a 5/16 value. And then the next one is a quarter note, which is 4/16, dotted 8, 3/16, 8, 2/16, and a 16th is a 1/16. So essentially that measure is, in the numerator, a 7/16, 6/16, 5/16, 4/16, 3/16, 2/16, 1/16, or 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which is a series of numbers counting in reverse order. So to try to count that from a normal 16th pattern of like 1 EN, a 2 EN, a 3 EN, a 4 EN, or whatever, it just doesn't even make any sense. Because the whole concept of a beat means a recurring pulse. Well, if you're not having anything recurring, then it's really not a pulse anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So then, what you really end up with is just a series of numbers. So if you look at the very last measure on the last line, you see it counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. And that's really the way that your mind thinks of it logically. Because when there's no beat, all you can do is count. You can just count. That's it. There's nothing else. You're just counting space. That's what it comes down to. And so that was where I was trying to get at off of what we were talking about before, when you had all that series of dotted eighth notes. If you have the same note over and over and over again, effectively you're creating a new type of beat. If you have notes that create the illusion of a series, you get rid of the beat altogether. Or if you just have even random notes that have nothing to do with a recurring pattern, you can also lose the beat. And then that even becomes even more abstract, something completely different. Anyway, these are all different ways to view things. Okay? So, sometimes, I'm pointing this out because sometimes in a song, you'll recognize that there is a series at play of like a 1/16 followed by a 2/16 followed by a 3/16 followed by a 4/16. And if you see that, then it very well may be that the easiest way to count it is by counting numbers like 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. Okay?
Okay.
So you've been exposed to 16th note counting that is the normal view, but there is this alternative view as well. So with that in mind, let's go to Song 33. And also, my finale is messing up again, so go ahead and open it. It'll take me just a second to catch up to you. Just a second. Not sure what's going on with my program tonight. So you got it open?
Yes.
Take a look at measure 1. What's the first note value in terms of sixteenths? How many sixteenths is it?
First.
In the right hand.
4. Wait, no, 6, sorry.
6, okay. What's the next note value? How many sixteenths?
4.
Next one?
5.
A dotted eighth note is how much?
Eighth note. Eighth note is 2 16th notes.
So the dot would be half of that, which is 1/16.
3 16th.
3/16. Okay. What's
Got
that?
another eighth note. So that's 5/16.
No. Followed, but those aren't tied notes. So the eighth note is how many sixteenths?
Oh, 2.
And then the 16th by itself is?
Okay, so it's 6, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. So you have a 4, 3, 2, 1 in a row, right?
Yes.
So that creates the possibility that you can count this as a series of, if you were going to do that as a measure, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Or you could attempt to count it as a normal 16th perspective. So what I want you to do, not both hands, I want you to just do the right hand. And by the way, what hand position are you in on this?
Looks like green.
Not green. What's that bottom note? If it's not green, what is it?
It's got to be yellow.
Blue-green.
Blue-green, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So what I want you to do is try to count it from the standard perspective one time. See what happens.
Okay. 5/16.
Yeah. So you can count the 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. See what happens.
1E and 2E and 3E and 1E and 2E and 3E and 3.
Nope. Start again.
Okay, so 1E and 2E and 3E and
Start again.
4.
I'm not telling you what you got wrong, but if I say start again, it's because you got something wrong. So try again.
1E and 2E and 3E and 4E.
Yeah, start again.
I made it that far that time. So 1E and 2E and 3E and 4.
All right, stop for a second. Now, you haven't got it right yet. And even if you had got it right, I don't see any level of confidence. Now, I'm saying this not to at all put you down or disparage you. I'm saying that because it's challenging and you're struggling to figure out how to count it, which is very standard. Now, I want you to try to switch your count. No left hand. It's a 6, 4, 3, 2, 1 count from a 16th note perspective, correct? Is that correct?
4, 3, 2, 1. Yes.
Okay, so you just count to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's your 6. Then your 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Your 3 is 1, 2, 3. Your 2 is 1, 2. And your 1 is 1. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. Go ahead and count that and play it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2.
1. All you had to do was say 1. Right?
What?
All you had to do was say 1 on that last one. Go ahead. Go again.
Oh. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1.
That's it. So, without any struggle, you go right to it by counting from a series perspective. Do it again. Count from the series perspective again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1.
There you go. Go back to normal counting again and see if you can get it. 1 eanda.
1 E and 2 E.
Nope. Nope. So you already messed up again. Now I'm not saying that to be critical. But it's much harder to count something like this from a standard perspective. And that's because it has nothing to do with a beat structure. There's not anything in that measure that defines a beat. That's why. So that's what you're struggling to latch on to something that doesn't exist. Whereas when you count from the series perspective, you are latching on to a structure because it's a 4-3-2-1 structure that's in there. If we look at measure 2, those are all quarter notes, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that would just be that's a normal standard count, like 1 eanda, 2 eanda, 3 eanda, 4 eanda. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
And I get confused switching.
You're switching. Yeah, it's like what we did before where you can count from an 8th note perspective or a 16th note perspective or a quarter note perspective. It just depends on what your needs are at the moment. It's no different than like having a pair of binoculars, and if you need to zoom in to see something that previously was at a distance, then you do that. And then if you can see it with your eyes normally, then you just take off the binoculars and now you've got a different perspective. That's the idea of different counts. You never have to keep the same count throughout a song. You always use what is most conducive at any point within the song. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And I mean, it's really not that hard. It's just saying that you have to evaluate, you take the time up front to evaluate the song and say, does it appear standard? Sometimes you don't necessarily go through the whole song. You just, if it looks like it's standard right up front and stays with a similar pattern, then you just stick with that until you reach a point that, let's just say you hit a measure and all of a sudden you just couldn't count it. It just was throwing you for a loop over and over again. Well, at that point, the logical thing is to start to analyze in detail the rhythm and say, what's really going on? What are the tools that I know about that I can analyze this from? You see what I'm saying? So, anyway. So let's just do line 1 with the right hand and count it. So you're going to count the first measure from a series perspective, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as soon as you get to measure 2, you're going to go 1 eanda, 2 eanda, 3 eanda, 4 eanda. Okay? Let's see what happens.
So we go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
1 eanda.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And again.
1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Good. Keep going to line 2, coming from a normal perspective.
2.
Cool. So that was really good. Question, yes.
So the series counting will be used in different points when I need it, because it seems like as long as I have something else to balance it out, like everything was kind of clean on line measure 3, because it's like, okay, if I count the regular way, then I have my 16th notes coming up, so I can figure it out.
Well, you can look at measure 3 and a half note that's clearly defining the space of 2 beats, right? Beat 1 and beat 2.
Yes.
Right? Okay. And then beat 3 is that group of 4 16th notes. And then group 4, beat 4 is a group of 4 16th notes. So it's clearly identifying beats. That's all. That's the point of a beat. And we've never really been able to get to a definition of that. We've just sort of taken it for granted to this point. But now this lesson is beginning to expose what it really is. A beat means that something is occurring over and over and over again. And that's all it is. And if you get outside of that, then it's something else. So now let's look at measure 6. You can count this. You can count this from a beat perspective. You could count it from a series perspective and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. And the only reason you would ever do that is because it starts with a 6 count, which is just like what occurred in measure 1. And so there's an argument to say that your brain is primed to possibly think it's going back into a series count. And you can, I mean, there's no right or wrong in terms of when you use a series count. You can always use it. It's the most fundamental thing there is to counting. It just says that you're choosing to count in a way that has nothing to do with a beat. That's all it is. And so it's really a matter of what makes the most sense to you and how you're perceiving the music. And that's all it is. Go ahead and count measure 6. Count it from a normal perspective, and let's see how you do with it.
Okay, so 1 and 2 E, and 2 E.
Nope. And that's a 3. Remember that dotted eighth is going to be a 3 count, a 3-word counting function.
Okay, so 1 E and 2 E. And E and 3.
No, yeah. Start again.
So 1 E and 2 E. And
No, you only counted it. You had to go 3. Go again.
1 E, 1 E, and 2 E, and 3 E, and 4 E, and
Do it again.
1 E, 1 E, and 2 E, and 3 E, and 4 E, and
Do it twice as fast, like 1 E and a 2 E. That fast.
1.
Faster. Faster.
1
Faster. Okay, yeah.
The 2. 1 and the 2 E.
See if you can do it.
1 and the 2 E. 1 E. 1 E and the 2 E.
Okay, stop. I just wanted to see. I want you to try counting it now. Your first one is a 6. Your next 2 are 3s. And your last 2 are 2s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Try that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Faster.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1.
Faster.
2, 3.
Faster.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1.
There you go. So my point is, look how quickly you were able to get up speed by counting it from a series perspective. And that's because from a standard perspective, the syncopation was throwing you. Now, that particular measure is sort of, it does have one beat. Beat 4 is clearly defined, but beats 1 through 3 are not. So it's not wrong to count it from a series perspective, especially since measure 1 absolutely should be counted from a series perspective. So what you see here is it's like energy efficiency. Which way are you going to go? I mean, with my experience, I could count it either way because I have enough experience where, from a standard perspective, it's not going to throw me. But I have the ability to override certain sensations just because I've seen so much material. You, on the other hand, you know, you don't have that same aspect to your experience level. So it might be a lot easier, as you're seeing, to count it from the series perspective. But again, that's your choice. I can't tell you that it's right or wrong on that measure. I can just tell you what the options are and show you, and just by having you have gone through the process, you could basically prove to yourself that the series perspective was easier. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. And I mean, we're getting kind of intellectual with this, but it actually is important because part of being able to play music is being able to analyze it correctly, to know what you should do and know what your skill set is and take it and use it to its best advantage. So anyway, all interesting things. So let's go back to measure 1. And if you look at the left hand, that's just a back and forth pattern with that left hand, right? Okay, so if you're going back and forth, do you have to even count the left hand? Because you're just playing something on every 16th, correct? Right?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and play the left hand. Don't look at it. Don't look at where the right hand lines up with the left hand. And count it from a series perspective and see if you can play the right hand along with it right away. Now, I don't care if you go slow or fast. That doesn't matter. Okay? But count out loud so I can hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Series?
6. Yeah, count it series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Something wrong.
And wait a second. Where you made the mistake was just stopping. You can't think of how it's going to align. You just keep counting, go to the next number, and the whole focus is on that right hand. Don't worry about where your left hand is. You don't need to know whether your left hand is on a red, violet, or a blue, green. Who cares? It's whatever's coming next. That's all that matters. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ah,
2.
gotta keep up with your numbers. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go again. That's your whole focus of your mind.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
There you go. Except for you added in an extra note with the left hand. Go again. Do it again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1.
Ah, where's that extra note coming in the left hand? Isn't that last note in the right hand just a single 16th note?
Yeah.
All right, that means
going back.
you are done. It's one note. Do it again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Good. One more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
You messed up. Go again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1.
Let's go to measure 2. Count it standard. 1 Iana, 2 Iana. Now you do have to pay attention to the left hand because you've got a shifting pattern.
1, 2, 2, 2,
1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Right? Try again. What are those notes again? Wait. Right hand is what?
It's there.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
So it goes 1, 2,
3.
Oh.
3.
3 and
Mm-hmm.
3.
Yep.
1, 2.
Nice. Again, that was good. Same thing. Just measure 2.
Wait. Oh.
Faster. That was great. One more time. All right, now slower, and now do measures 1 and 2 back to back. So series on the first one, straight counting on the next one.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3,
1 E and a. Switch your count. 1 E and a. Wait. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Got to be able to make that mental switch on measure 2. Let's start it again.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 3.
Huh? Go again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3,
1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. But still, that was good. Try it again. You're getting closer.
5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1.
That was perfect. That was awesome. And great transition with no pause. Do it again. That was great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1.
Good. Let's go to line 2. And again, all of line 2 is just standard 16th counting. Okay, wait. Let's look at the left hand. Isn't that a pattern for the first 3 beats and then another pattern for beat 4?
Yes.
Okay. So if you're really too focused on looking at the left hand, it's going to throw you off. You just need to know what the pattern is, make the switch, and keep your focus on the right hand. Try it again. Start that measure 3 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 to 4. You got to make sure that you're continuing out the measure because that can throw you off too. And that left hand, all it did was switch to the first and second finger on beat 4. You see that? Your other left hand. Yeah, go one more time. Okay. Mm-hmm.
There.
Yep, exactly. Uh-huh. Yeah. Just start at beat 3. Just start at beat 3 so you can just do beats 3 and 4. So start 3 E and a, 4 E and a.
Okay, so we go 3.
No, 3 E and a. Look at your left hand pattern on beat 3.
So it's 3.
What's beat 3? Not beat 4. Beat 3 in the left hand.
3.
Yeah.
3.
Right.
Oh, I gotcha.
Okay. 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Make sure you're saying the right numbers. 3 E and you're starting on 3. Again, don't look at that left hand. Just realize what you're doing as a pattern. So much easier if you can just let it go automatically. Go again. 3. 3 E and a, 4 E and a. That was it. You let go, and that was great. You missed that last note, but you had the right idea. And what's that last note in the right hand? It's just going back to thumb. Yeah, yeah. Do it one more time. You'll get it.
Okay.
Nice. One more time.
Oh.
Try the whole measure this time. Yeah, don't try to think. When you slow down that like that, it makes me question whether you're trying to read the right hand and left hand. You don't want to read both hands. If there's a pattern in the left hand, let it go automatically. Somehow, just make your mind accept that. You can always go back to count beat 3 and 4 in isolation if you need to. That last note in the right hand is a what?
That.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're right. I am trying to read those notes.
Yep. Can't do it. Gotta let it go. And again, so just so you realize, Bernard, it's not just you, but this pattern thing, when you have, this has always consistently been the most challenging thing for you, as it is for most people. When you have a back and forth pattern in one hand against melodic patterns in another hand, it's just being willing to accept that you have a pattern and somehow convincing your mind to go with that in one hand and allow the other hand to be free thinking in your mind. And that time you tried to mirror your right hand with your left hand. Just because of your choice of fingers, I saw it instantaneously. It's okay. One iana. All right, stop that for a second. Let's not try to get that measure. Let's go to measure 5. Look at your left hand pattern.
Left hand pattern.
Mm-hmm. Just
this was here.
Okay. So all you got to do is play the right hand then, right? Because if you're reading the left hand, that is totally going to throw you and slow you down. You just got to be willing to accept that it's back and forth, and whatever the right hand's doing, that's what you got to read. So let's see if you can do that.
1 E and 2.
Don't stop your counting.
1 E and 2 E and
3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, am I going back to 1?
Yeah.
Or 4?
And I know why you're doing it, but
Because of the series.
Exactly.
There's only so much information I can squeeze.
I know. So I want to see if you can do this, and we'll see where you get.
All right. 1 E and 2 E and 1 E.
3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 iana, 2 iana, 3 iana, 4 iana.
1 E and 2 E and
3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm only being a stickler because I want to make sure that you're not falling into the trap of series counting when you don't need to.
1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and.
Almost. Try it again.
1 E and 2 E and 3 E.
Again. Again. Yeah, but you played it right. I couldn't hear your count though, so try it again.
Stop counting. All right.
Go back to now measure 3 and do just beats 3 and 4. Three E anda, 4 E anda. Okay, good. Okay, I think we should stop right there. We're just at a little over an hour.
Okay.
And because I think that I think you just need your mind some time to assimilate all that without trying to push it any further for right now. That's what I think. So let's leave it there, and that is Virtuoso Lesson 72 with Bernard Kitchens, and it is March 16, 2015.